And there's a lot of reoccurring themes when we're talking about retaining guard and kind of escaping bad position. Two of the big ones we talked about is framing and coming up on your elbow. Okay? There's going to be all these scenarios where we're in a tight spot where framing, coming up on your elbow is going to really help a lot. If I'm here and my opponent's over me, I have to get some form of a grip. If I have nothing, I'm in huge trouble. Okay, so when I'm on my back here, and ideally I don't want to be on my back like this always. You know, some people thrive here, but generally speaking, we're probably safer when we're here. But this does happen. Maybe he's put me here, maybe I'm just out of position, okay? So from here, guys, if I were to get this lapel grip, and he comes to the side, look what I'm gonna do. I frame, come up on my elbow, and come up. And then from here, I can stand, I can ankle pick, I can pull him back into the guard. And then if he goes the other way, we can pretty much do the same thing, okay? But it's all about framing and coming up on the elbow. Now we're gonna use the same kind of concepts, but we're gonna do it with a different grip, okay? Now sometimes the lapel is not available, but the sleeve will be. Especially as my opponent starts to engage me. A lot of times I can keep my hands right here, and as he grabs my sleeve, I can re-grab his sleeve right here. Now if he does nothing from here, that's perfect. I can break and shoot the shallow lasso. And this isn't a super stable position, but it's the beginning of me getting to a safe position. I can start hooking, controlling the pant leg, I can start climbing up the body. So establishing this shallow lasso is something I'm always looking for, but it's not always available. Okay, so let's say we're here. He grabs the pants, I re-grab, okay? Now, one of the most common things my opponent's gonna do is throw by from here. And when he does, we're using the same concept, guys. I'm framing, I'm coming up. Now I say coming up on your elbow, but you're only on your elbow for like a millisecond. I'm coming up to my hand right away. Now once I'm here, much like on Monday, I can come up to my knee, I can redirect myself, just like so. Now once I'm here, we have options. The first thing I want to do is break this grip, okay? So I'll come here, I'll kick away. Now I could stand up from this position, but if I'm insistent on playing guard, guys, I can sit and fall right into the shallow lasso. And once I'm here, I can start setting up all kinds of attacks. If he engages the other pant leg, I can just get this sleeve. If he kind of stays away here, that's fine too. Look, I can go foot to the shoulder. I can go to the collar and sleeve. If the leg is leading a little bit, I can hook to control and get into guard. But this is the beginning. This is me climbing up his body and finding different areas to control him. So what I want you guys to do is do the defense, get the shallow lasso, and find out your guard. Okay, I want you to make it your own. Get to whatever guard you like to play from the position. Just be creative. So again, we're in position here. And guys, I want to be active with my feet here. I'm not going to just let him get my feet. I'm trying to move a little bit. I'm keeping my hands guarding. As he grabs my pant leg, I re-grab. Now he's going to throw by. As he throws, I'm up right away. Okay? I come up to my knee. I redirect. I kick the grip away. And from here, I can... Look at how I chop into the position too, guys. As I start to sit into the position, I chop over the top. And I'm not focused on getting a deep lasso from here. I just want the shallow one. This is really good for pushing him. If he tries to run to the side, I can carry myself back in really effectively. So if you do it again, look how I can carry myself in. That's not as easy from the deep lasso. It's doable, but look, I can't really push on him. I can pull, but this isn't an appropriate time to pull. Another thing we talked about is the difference between push and pull, guys. Generally speaking, but not always in jiu-jitsu, when we are pushing, we are defending. When we are pulling, we are attacking. This is still a position where I'm not attacking yet. I'm still trying to stay safe, trying to recompose myself. So that's a situation in which we want to push, okay? And that's a big difference between the deep and the shallow lasso. The deep lasso is good for pulling, whereas the shallow lasso is really good for pushing, okay? So if he tries to get to the side, I can carry myself back in, start getting to whatever position I want. So again, guys, from the beginning, we were in this not great position, and maybe I wanted the lapel, but it's not available. Okay, I can't really get it. But as he starts to engage me with his hands, I get the sleeve grip, I'm here. Now, once again, if he does nothing, I'll break, I'll get here. And this is the beginning of me escaping. You guys notice how I keep my knees tight. I'm not balling myself up like this, but when my appendages are closer to my body, they're stronger. When I'm elongated like this, my legs are just gooey. You can just throw them by a lot easier. I'm way stronger if I'm here like this. Okay, and once again, this is the beginning of getting to whatever position I want to get to, okay? So we're here, he throws me by, I come up, I redirect. From here, look, I bring my knee to my chest, I kick and break. Now from here, look, I can start to sit into position and come over the top. And from here, I can start setting up whatever I want. And just know too, guys, that's another option. like maybe we hit this defense, like he throws by, and I feel like this guy is really good passing. I don't want to deal with it. I'm going to take my chances on the feet. You can also do that. Look, I'm here and I already have a sleeve grip. I can start working all kinds of stuff from here. So we're focusing just establishing guard today, but just know that you can always just use this to stand up if you feel overwhelmed by their passing. So one more time. We're here. He grabs. He throws. I come up, redirect. I break the grip. I'm going to pull back into guard. And I can set up whatever guard I want to set up from this position, guys. Any questions? Anybody need to see this again? All right, guys, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Chop over the top. I don't need that same swing that I did for the lapel, because if I have the lapel, I want to swing so he braces on me. So I'll come here and boom, and then he braces on me and get collar and sleeve. For this one, I can just kind of sit and chop into it. So I just sit, boom, and I chop into position, and I'm just here so he can't rush past my guard right away. And then from here, I can start setting stuff up. Make sense? Here, this is good, but let's try the shallow lasso. So, yeah, it's a really good tool for saving yourself. So watch me do it. You're doing everything like all the way to the very end. Okay. Perfect. And the way you're doing it's not wrong either, but let's just add this. Okay. So you throw it, come here, you're nailing all this, boom. Look, when I sit in, I don't want to come in here. Gotcha. Okay. If I sit in, I just chop over the top like this. And then I play from right here. And you can still get to whatever it is you want to get to from here. It's just a good jump off point. I'll use it as well, like maybe if I'm just here and I just have the sleeve grip, he comes to the side from here. It's such a great way of saving myself. And you don't necessarily need flexibility either. If he comes to the side like this, look, I just crunch my body, okay? I crunch my body, I catch with the heel, and then look, come back. Make sense? Okay. So go over to here. Yes. Next technique, something else from this position. So he throws me by, I get up. If you feel from here you can't generate the force to break the grip, we can always just stand straight up and hit it from here. Now we're standing up and we have these strong grips for, we can grip fight from here, we can go for takedowns, but we can also just do a really safe guard pull from here. So just something to think about. All right, now, let's say we're in the same situation, I'm here and we're playing the game, he grabs my pants, I re-grab right away. I'm always trying to grab whatever I can. And my target areas that are ideal is the lapel or the sleeve. I want to get one of those. From here, let's say he throws by, but I'm late to the party. He reaches across and he drops, okay? This is not good, all right? But it's salvageable in this situation. I have to keep the sleeve grip though. So long as I have the sleeve grip, this limits him from advancing the position. It's like, yeah, he's past me, but not 100%. Okay, now guys, the concept of coming up on your elbow is crucial. He's gonna pressure him, you can keep pressuring. Look, I gotta bring my arm up like a pillow. Okay, I'm resting on this pillow, and then I come up on my elbow. Now, as I'm doing this, he's not going to be in place. He's going to be following to my back, so I'm going to move with him. At this point, I come up to my hand. Now, he's going to keep pressuring. That's fine. What I do, I come up to my knee now. Now, yes, my back is turned to my opponent, but with this sleeve grip, he can't really advance to my back, so I'm safe here. All right? Now, in this position, I'm going to start to stand, and he'll follow me to the feet. But once we get here, I'm going to grab the lapel. I'm going to turn in, and from here, just like we discussed a second ago, I can break the grip. Okay. Now from here, we could work our takedowns. We could pull into a lasso position. But the big thing is we got out of this terrible position, guys. So again, we're here. He grabs. I re-grab. He throws. And this is what he should do. He should be reaching over the top and dropping his weight. Okay. This is what a good passer is going to do. So from here, I keep this grip. And I got to stay on my side, guys. If I'm flat on my back, it's over. Okay. I feel a lot of people, the issue they have is they ask how to defend bad positions, but the position's so far gone. Like the guy's totally flat, he's totally controlled. And look, there's things we can do from here, but prevention is key, guys. If we know we're about to get past, we gotta just make the position as salvageable as possible. So we gotta focus on getting to our side and keeping the grip, okay? I see too much of this, so throw me by. It's like, oh, I'm stuck, okay? We have to be a little more proactive. So if he throws, I'm on my side, okay? Even though I'm late, at least I'm on my side. All right, I activate my pillow, I come up on the elbow. You can keep yeah, that's it. I come up on my hand, I bring my knee behind me, and I start standing. He keeps the pressure on me, turn it in, and I break through the grip. And from here, you can do whatever you want. If you want to practice a particular takedown from here, a guard pull into your guard of choice. Do that, guys. Try to plug this into your already established game. One more time. We're here, high grab, he throws. And do what Sohan's doing. Look how he's following you. He's not just a wet noodle. That's what someone's gonna do. They're gonna follow you. They're gonna keep some pressure on you. So I don't want you guys to go 100%, but follow the person so they have to do the technique properly. So he's following me. And then whatever you want from this position, guys. Any questions? Guys, remember, there's a lot of parallels between grabbing the sleeve and the lapel, okay? The reoccurring themes are, we are framing, we're coming up on our elbow, and we're redirecting our hips. That's another really important one too, guys. When my opponent is passing me in some way, usually our hips are out of alignment, okay, where he's past my hips. We're trying to create that parallel of our hips. Like right now, my hips are parallel with Sohan. When he goes all the way to this position, when he drops down, our hips are no longer parallel. So I'm up on my elbow in hand. Okay, I'm framing. And look, when I come up, I redirect. So our hips are parallel once again. Okay, same concept when I'm here. Look, if I'm here, let's just say you run to the side. I've redirected my hips so we're parallel. So again, he goes by, I come here, and I circle in. That's another really important concept of retention, guys, is maintaining this parallel of your hips. All right, guys, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful, beautiful. Like one thing, like I'm trying to add a lot to the classes is I show the technique, but I try to get the students to think about how they can add their game to the technique. So you notice they're doing the technique, but then they're adding their own entry at the end, whether it be a takedown or a guard pull or some form of a submission. About a minute more, guys. We're just about done here. Beautiful. Standing, redirecting. Beautiful. Pieces. Let's get ready to train.